One very small step for Turkey Al Sheik, but one giant leap for Terence Bud Crawford. What up, YouTube? Big TL Heavy Bad Boxing TV. Man, if you don't get your big goofy ass in here and hit the bag, hit that like button for your boy. That helps the channel. You know I appreciate that love. Shout out to the gang, man. The bag hitters, y'all already know the count. Big shout out to not just subscribers, but members of the channel. My guy John out there, BX, Mark Nash TV, and of course D1's Boxing, man. I truly appreciate you guys. Now, somebody hit my theme music.
But they call me the Superman lover, yeah. They call me the Superman lover, yeah. But something wrong.
So ask my wife, man. Every black superhero needs one. All right, man. Terence Bud Crawford. Oh, the hate was out here. The hate was real, and I was kind of like, oh, whoa, hold up, wait a minute. Because over the last 24 hours, we've heard the news about Jermell Charlo coming from out of his hiding spot, from crawling from up under a rock to activate that recess and that champion and recess, I should say, status to kind of step in front of Bud Crawford and get this Madrimov fight. Now, there's been a lot of speculation about who Bud was fighting next. I've been told y'all, I got the receipts. I've been told y'all that more than likely was a great avenue for Bud to explore and more than likely take that situation if he couldn't get the Fundora fight or the Tim Tszyu fight. Now, both on medical suspension. Fundora until more than likely the end of fourth quarter, he'll be ready to go, or the beginning of the first quarter of next year in 2025. So completely sidelined. Also, Tim Tszyu is as well. As far as trying to get a fight done as quickly as Bud would like to get one done. And mind you, Bud hadn't been in the ring since July of last year, right? So it made all the sense in the world. If you can't get either one of those in the ring, a money fight with Tim Tszyu or the unification fight with a Fundora, you know, you want to try and get your feet wet if you Bud Crawford at 54. Now, listen, I'm with everybody who wants to see him fight Boots. I feel you. I want to see it. And I think it's going to answer a lot of questions if they can get this Madrimov fight done and announced for August 3rd, which looks like it's the target date. You can't be mad at Bud Crawford, 36, about to be 37 in September, to go after the money fights. Again, his time in the ring is extremely limited. Maybe he has 3 fights left. The way he's been speaking and how he's spoken in the past, it just seems like his time's limited, and he's definitely looking at retirement. Retirement is most definitely on Bud's radar. Now, the Boots fight, love it, want to see it. I think if he holds on to those 3 belts, because he is a unified champion at 47. If he manages to get the Madrimov fight, get through that, if he comes out victorious and he still holds on to those scraps, I think that is a direct indicator that he will fight Boots maybe next, especially with Boots being in his new situation with Eddie Hearn and Matchroom, who would be willing to put up the kind of money that Bud Crawford seeks. But again, at 36, almost 37, having these mediocre-ish paydays for somebody who's so accomplished for Bud Crawford over the last several years of his career, this dude wants to get paid. You can't be mad at him for wanting to get paid. You guys don't be mad at Canelo for wanting to get paid. You don't be mad at anybody else who has the type of resume and accomplishments Bud Crawford has that wants to get paid. And listen, again, you can't be mad at him. You know what I'm saying? The man chasing the bag. At the same time, he does want to chase legacy at 54. All right? And I think this puts him in the perfect position. Now, we all heard about Jermell trying to head off this fight. right? Trying to use his status to get this fight. But what happened was, if you can remember, over the past few years now, the WBA has been trying to eliminate all these extra belts, including the WBA interim or regular belt, right? So they was trying to resurrect uh, um, a old policy for Jermell Charlo. Now, mind you, Madrimov is the full super champion, right? Or he's the full WBA champion. He's not the WBA regular champ. So, in fact, Jermell Charlo, even with the language written from the PBC representing Jermell Charlo, under the new rules as of 2021, they can't just step in front of Bud Crawford and get this fight, right? And I want to read it to you so you can understand it a little bit better, just in case I'm not explaining it right to you, right? So, this is exactly what happened. It says the WBA belt was freed up shortly after Madrimov enforced his mandatory title status earlier this year. The move was made to get Charlo to either commit to a fight or give up the title, right? So when he enforced that mandatory, Charlo had to commit to fight Madrimov at the time or give up the title. He chose to give up the title. He did not go into negotiations. He did not make a fight with Madrimov. He gave up the title, right? So now Charlo being downgraded to the WBA recess champion or champion in recess, the designation is assigned to a former title holder who is unavailable for various means, be it injury or other matters. It is provided to allow fighters to immediately challenge for the title they previously held when they are ready to return, right? This is what they wanted to do. But the wording in TGB Promotions email calls for the WBA to resurrect an outdated title policy. However, Madrimov is the recognized WBA 154 champion, not the regular title holder, as suggested by Brown. The sanctioning body previously abolished all interim titles in 2021. The move was part of an aggressive title reduction policy. This is when they was trying to get rid of all of the belts with the goal to eliminate multiple WBA belt holders within the weight class, right? So per its rules, there is no grounds to reinstate super champion. To reinstate a super champion, the WBA Championship Committee would have to approve that request. All right, so this latest move in Crawford's career comes in lieu of previous plans to target the WBO 154-pound title. All right, so listen, for Jermell Charlo, now that Madrimov is the full champion, he's the champion. He had an opportunity to make a fight with Madrimov when Madrimov activated his mandatory. He decided not to. So that's it. Super champion or not, or champion in recess or not, you out the way. So now, if he chooses to, he can make a fight with the winner of Bud Crawford and Madrimov. But he can't just come out of nowhere and step in front of Bud Crawford. So for Bud Crawford, he's got a path carved, right? He's got a straight shot at Madrimov, and Turkey Al-Sheikh is willing to assist him in doing so, which I've been telling guys all along. Shout out Rob Coleman too. I told you, bro, that more than likely this was going to be the route that Bud Crawford could take. And I actually thought that the WBO wasn't going to allow Fundora to just kind of hold up that WBO scrap, but it appears that they could be allowing him to heal, being that he was medically suspended all the way up until September. They're allowing him to hold off on that WBO. At first, I thought this Madrimov fight could potentially be for a unification bout with the WBO on the line as well as the WBA, but it looks like the WBO is going to allow Fundora that time to heal up and then immediately get a fight done. We'll have to see now. According to Lukowicz, he wouldn't be ready to fight until November or possibly even the beginning of 2025. I don't know if they'll allow him to go that long, but September is the actual end date or end month for his medical suspension, and I guess they'll take it from there. But shout out to Bud Crawford. Jermell Charlo, the PBC, tried to sneak in there and steal this Madrimov fight from Bud Crawford, but the WBA just ain't allowing it go down. Good thing in 2021 they was on their campaign to get rid of some of these belts, and now those decisions and those rules and policies are coming into play. All right, that's all I got for y'all on this one, man. Big T.O. heavy bag. Truly appreciate y'all, man. You know who I got with me. Talk to him, Roger.
Most motherfuckers don't know shit about boxing.